Hello, hello. I am Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow, and I realized I hadn't even checked the audio until just now.
Whoopsie.
Anyway, if you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto super easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for updates on all our Keto Chow happenings. These live streams help us be accountable and stay on track, so thanks for joining us on our keto journey.
Indeedly doodly.
Doodly do.
Yes. So we got Storm Chasing Gal and Carrie here. I had completely forgotten to schedule the live stream.
Whoopsie.
And she had asked, hey, is there a live stream tonight? I'm like, yes, let me schedule that right now. So I did. Anyway, Marie is here, not first, but here.
Hi, Stephanie.
Stephanie is here from Arizona. It says, can't believe how much grapefruit tastes
Right.
like the real thing.
You got it. You tasted it. It is so good.
Now, that brings up an important point that we're going to get
it.
to in a bit. Let's finish saying hi to people.
Hello.
Carrie wants to know, he has a supplement that has tapioca maltodextrin. If it doesn't bother you, then that's
it's just your choice,
fine.
whatever you want to eat.
The issue for most people with maltodextrin is if they don't know it's in a product. We were talking to a sports team today, and they use one of our competitors, and a person on our team remarked that, yeah, well, that has maltodextrin in it. And they're like, no, it doesn't. Like,
I know.
it does. They're like, but it doesn't say it on the ingredients. Like,
I know.
well, you might want to check that because it does. Anyway, it was pretty funny. Lady Frisader is here. So is Shelly King.
Hi, Shelly.
Let's see. Travel the World with Sheila says hello, everyone.
Hi, Sheila.
Bubbles is here as well. So is Evelyn and
Evelyn.
Jennifer Lucas.
Hi, Jennifer.
Exposing Darkness says, how did the Black Friday sales go?
Amazing.
Nope, that, and that. There we go.
Woo-hoo.
The fulfillment team, the shipping team, would like me to let you know that they're chugging through the orders as soon as possible.
They're so cute.
But if you ordered Sunday or Monday,
I love to
it
see
may be a
them
few
so
days
busy.
before
They're
your
having
order
such
shipped.
a good time.
This right here is a graph of the new orders. The purple orders are the orders that we shipped out. This is Friday, including Black Friday.
Oh, but this is earlier today, right?
Yeah, this is I just took now. So we got Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday.
They'll catch up.
They will catch up, but they want people to know to establish reasonable expectations that it is going to take some time, and I am sharing, yay. It is going to take a little bit of time to get through the orders because people were just really happy. As Joe pointed out, the 30%, Joe Stauffer, the 30% that we were doing on the sale, up to 30%, is better than a sale we've done in a long time.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we haven't done anything like that in a long time.
And it's a little bit difficult for us to do that sale. Just want you to recognize that there are some companies that don't do any Black Friday sale.
Yeah.
I actually was researching some of our competitors, and their Black Friday post was, our office will be closed on Black Friday. Have an enjoyable day.
Oh, yeah.
Which isn't bad, but they weren't doing any sort of Black Friday. So for us, and let's see. I'd also like to point out this is Wednesday when we had the early access.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. It was a good time.
It was a good week. We had a good time, and we really appreciate everyone's patience when we're fixing weird bugs, because it doesn't matter how perfect you plan everything, how perfect your web team is. Like, there's always random bugs, and so thank you so much for being patient with us.
That's actually why we did the help live stream during the sale. We found a bunch of problems that we had to fix.
On the spot.
Jazz Puppy is here.
Hey, Jazz Puppy.
K-Bear Fuzzy ears is here as well.
I haven't seen you in a long time.
Jen says, hey, everyone. Mary Kay is here from Chile, KCMO.
Ooh.
Laura says, hey, hello, Keto. Or Chow Heads. There you go.
Hi, Laura.
Ethel's here from Northern Oregon. Emily Lasselot's here as well, as Nan and Nancy.
Ethel.
Hi, Nancy.
How are you?
See, Rockin' Keto Amy is here.
Hi, Amy.
Are you drinking chocolate salty?
I want to be, but my chocolate salty's on the kitchen counter, which is not right here.
Okay, Storm Chasing Gal wants to know, do we have any updates on butterscotch or peppermint? No.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Even our team has been asking me
Hold
nonstop.
on, can I push the button?
Yes,
Is
you
it this
can.
one?
Nope.
Is it
Now
this
it's that one.
Is it that one?
So, no news on the peppermint.
Sorry.
Butterscotch hasn't even started production.
Sorry.
Anyway, L Strange says that cap looked like a Santa beard for Buc-ee's. Yeah, there you go.
It's funny, so Sam and I went to orthodontist yesterday, which is why my face hurts.
Okay.
Because I got everything tightened up. And he was wearing this same shirt that you have on. Every single person in the office said something about it.
Which we bought these shirts when we went to San Antonio for the eclipse.
Yeah. And we all have the same one, the blue one.
Uh-huh. We weren't even going to go to Buc-ee's, but we needed to go to Austin for something. I don't even remember what it was.
I don't know. But we're like,
it was weird.
We're
Like
so
we
close,
had to
we're
go
going.
to Austin. So we did, and then like immediately turned around and went back. Oh, we were meeting people for dinner.
Oh, were we?
Yeah.
Oh, we're meeting Melissa?
No, I think it was Heath and Shelley.
I can't remember. Oh, maybe it's Heath Shelley. No,
Anyway.
we had kids. We had all our kids.
Yeah, we left them in San Antonio
and
went
drove to Austin.
Yes.
Yes, it was Heath and Shelley.
Okay, there you
And
go.
Lisa.
See? Anyway, Visual
I
Keo
know.
says, loving the new flavors, especially cherry.
Oh, I'm so glad you got
Elsa's
it
loving the
safe and
flavors as
everything's
well.
good. Yay.
Chris Cooking Nashville is here.
Hello.
Hi there. GB says, it's corn. I think so. My joints will tell me. The corn in the maltodextrin. I knew element T was wonky. Hubs thought I was being extra with but with the cans are good. Yeah, the cans don't have any maltodextrin at all because
There's
you
something
aren't
about
taking
the liquid.
Well, you're not taking a liquid flavor and making it into a powder.
Yeah.
It's just staying as a liquid.
So,
Now-
speaking of Chris Cooking Nashville, I don't know if you heard this one. It was on his live stream today.
Okay.
He puts kefir in his. So he just puts it into his mug, and then he adds like a
Interesting.
tablespoon or two of kefir, and he likes the way that tastes. So that's kind of a cool mod there.
And Chris says, Ash says hello. I would have caught your live stream, but I got home just as you guys were
he was
finishing.
too busy working and coming home late.
Yep. GGB says, I'm sad my finances didn't line up with the salty sale.
Aw, sad.
But it is what it is next time.
Right?
Yeah, if you can't afford it, please don't buy it.
Yep.
Dustin says Chris is wearing a Buc-ee shirt. And we had a nice talk about Buc-ee's on the live. I think, there you go.
Oh,
yeah. I missed your live stream too. I was trying to order Christmas cards
Because it's Christmas.
for our family, for our neighbor gifts. So
Mm-hmm.
Visual Keo says the shipping team is awesome. I can speak good.
Yeah, you can.
Sharon says I'm okay if my shipment isn't super swift. Yes. Well, and that's the thing that normally the orders that came in over this weekend are 2 to 3 times the size of normal orders.
Yeah, so they're different orders, so they take longer, and there's just so many of them, so it takes a while. And we've got our team is top notch. It was so funny. I walked over to where they were pulling today. There were like 7 people in the pulling area, and
Wow.
usually there's one or two.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, wow, it's a party right here. And everybody had their own cart, and they're just getting everything, pulling all the orders, and it was so cute.
This morning when we every day we have a stand-up meeting where we just talk about what's going on, and they give the numbers of this is how many we shipped yesterday, this is how many we're starting with today.
Oh, yeah.
And the number we were starting with today was higher than yesterday's.
Oh, I love that.
I'm like, did you guys even do it? No, I
love
didn't even
that.
do anything.
Well,
Chris says,
usually we get stuff out so fast. So this is just one of those times that it just takes a couple days.
Teal got ordered today all the way to Tennessee. Nice. And Chris says the Buc-ee shirt is why we're besties.
Yeah.
Slow Carb says thanks for the great deal. GGB says it's birthday season. I have 4 birthdays in 45 days.
Yes. We have 7.
We have 5 of our 6 children, Miriam's dad, my dad, and Joe Stoffer.
That would be 8.
By the way, right now, if you buy gift cards for Buffalo Wild Wings,
And send them to Joe
they
Stoffer.
do give you a little extra card that's only usable for like 2 weeks during January.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, also at
bonus
our
card.
Texas Roadhouse, in case anybody is here, they're doing like the buy one get one
Or buy
free
50,
gift
get
cards
5
or
or
something like
something.
that. I don't know what it was, but I just got a whole bunch. They're in my purse.
I don't know about you, but for me personally, what I want for my birthday is hanging out with people and
All
eating
I
a food.
want for my
Eating a food.
birthday is you.
I have enough stuff. I'd rather just have dinner with people.
And eat food.
Lady Fritz
wanna
says,
go outside.
does the Keto Chow website ever have issues with VPNs like NordVPN? The learning in the kitchen buttons aren't doing everything on my PC.
Oh.
Do you have time to restart the site? Don't have time to restart the site. So it depends. Some VPN software blocks JavaScript functions. It's usually under an ad blocker section. If you have that enabled, try turning that option off and see if it works better with that.
Right.
So, Nanu is here. Happy
Ah.
Tuesday. Sharon says, is there a sample pack of the new salty flavors I would like to try before I buy a big bag?
Yes, there
That
is.
is one of the items that we wanted to talk about today. So,
Let's give them something to talk about.
So, for any of you who don't know, stuff happened last week. Most notably, we launched 4 new products. So first off, the classic cake donut.
Are you showing us?
No.
Oh.
And we mysteriously managed to include the taste of powdered sugar in a liquid.
That was amazing.
Anyway, so there's cherry chill, groovy grapefruit,
So
and
cute.
lemon lime twist.
Twist and shout.
And
Do-do-do.
the 5-pack, the sampler 5-pack, does include all 3 of the new flavors. Yes, I'm sharing. Along with Stoked Mango and Coco Loco.
Yeah. And that's on the SALTT page on
Yeah.
Keto Chow or
On both.
salty.com.
And when we first launched it, we forgot to update the what's
Whoops.
included.
That never happens.
It still had the old things. The
These
picture
are
was correct,
These are correct.
but the description wasn't right. Now, those new flavors have not been added to the all things
Yes.
and the all things fruit. Here we go, all things and all things fruit. Because they're too new. In fact, we actually need to get new packaging printed
Yep.
before we'll be able to do
Well,
that.
we wanted to keep it a secret.
And that too. Yeah.
So we figured we'd get the packaging ready later and just get it out for Black Friday so you could taste it and
Yep.
enjoy and have fun
Yeah,
and try it, the 5-pack.
And up until Joe and Rachel's live stream on Thursday, the day before we started launching the thing, nobody knew.
It was such a
It was such a secret. Ha ha! You weren't expecting that. Now, Groovy Grapefruit
Okay.
does have actual grapefruit juice in the flavor.
Yes.
If you take medication that directs you against using that medication along with grapefruit, we recommend to not use Groovy Grapefruit while you are on that medication.
Yes, but let me just tell you, it's in the flavor.
Yes.
And the flavor is very small.
Yeah, but
I'm just telling you so you know. It's not like it's... The reason why it doesn't say grapefruit juice on the label is because it's part of the flavor, which is
Yes.
a proprietary thing. But we figured we would find out if it had actual grapefruit, and it does. So
It does
that's why
indeed.
we're sharing that with you, because we want you to know so you can make an informed decision.
Yep. Now, we need to update this. So I was going to show you guys the nutrition facts, but it's still using the same picture for all of them.
The old one.
And here's an interesting thing about the new flavors.
Okay.
So the Groovy Grapefruit, the Cherry Chill, and the Lemon Lime Twist
Yeah.
are using a new flavoring mix
Yes.
that has less acacia gum.
Very little less, but still less.
It's about half.
Yeah.
So it results in about half the total carbs per packet. So it's still 0 grams of non-fiber carbs, but for Cherry Chill, there's now 0.17 grams of total
carbs.
carbohydrates. Groovy Grapefruit is 0.19 total carbs, and
Yeah.
Lemon Lime Twist is 0.18
Yep.
total carbs, which is phenomenal. Some of the other products out there are like 2 grams of total carbs. We're bucking the trend, man.
Yeah, we're different.
So-
Why is this falling over?
I don't know.
Necklace is falling
Serena
over.
says, happy holidays from Southern California. Love the cake donut.
Oh, thank you. Happy holidays to you too.
Joanne says, good evening from Arizona. Amy says,
Hi,
no, I'm
Joanne.
fasting today, so I'll have chocolate salty first thing tomorrow morning. It's clean slate today, and Keto Chow drops.
Nice. I wanted to fast today, but somehow I managed to eat 3 meals, and I was really happy. I had the best day today.
Okay.
Just so you know. You know why? I had a crappy day yesterday.
Ah.
And so a lot of times when you don't have a good day, the next day, it doesn't even matter what happens, it's a good day. I had all these appointments got changed and canceled on me.
Okay.
I had like a kid that was having
You're talking yesterday.
hard time yesterday. Yeah, it was just, and I felt really yucky, like my body just hurt. I didn't feel sick or anything, but I just was in pain a lot. Not a lot, but a lot for me, right? I'm not that much in pain. But today, I got up early, I went to the gym, I really pushed myself hard, and I had such a good time. I maxed out on a couple of different machines, so I feel awesome. I've just had a lot of energy. I ate fat for breakfast, so I'm winning.
Okay. Hold on, I'm just looking at
I
something.
just, figured you wanted me to talk forever for no reason, but now you're doing something, so I should have kept talking.
Well, okay. Someone wanted to know. Here, I'll go back to there. Okay. Jesse wants to know, have you sold out of the new donut flavor yet? I got mine today, but haven't tried it yet.
I don't
We are
believe
not
so.
even down a quarter
Wow.
because we ordered quite a bit. Amy says, we don't have Buc-ee's in northern Indiana. We
Yeah,
don't have
we
them
don't
in
have
Utah either.
We don't even have them close to us.
We have to go to Texas,
In fact,
man.
at the orthodontist, when everyone was talking about Sam's shirts, 2 of the people had never even heard of Buc-ee's.
I hadn't heard of Buc-ee's before
Yeah.
before Joe and Rachel started talking
We
about
talked more about Buc-ee's than teeth.
it. Mary J says, happy December.
Thank
And
you.
Joanne says,
Happy
good
December
evening
to
from
you
Mesa,
too.
Arizona. Yeah, Elle says, you had dinner with me, Heath, and Shelly in Austin.
See, I knew it.
Let's see, Exposing Darkness says, I've never experienced a Buc-ee's. Their merchandise section actually is, I think, a lot more fun than the food section.
It's so cute.
Because-
I really want to drive there just so I can get a Buc-ee's cooler, because I couldn't justify bringing a Buc-ee's cooler home on an airplane.
So, well, it's kind of funny because they do sell brisket by the pound. And as Joe pointed out in a recent video,
Yeah.
it's like $30 a pound. He pointed this out when we were
That is expensive.
in Ketopalooza.
At
He's like,
Ketopalooza.
for I could buy 6 servings of Keto Chow for the same price as a pound of Buc-ee's
Yeah.
brisket.
Yeah, but you don't really go to Buc-ee's for the brisket.
No.
I know everybody likes the brisket sandwiches, and we have had it, and it's good. But
Without the sandwich.
without the sandwich or without the sauce.
Yeah.
But it was fine. But you go to Buc-ee's just to walk around and buy a shirt.
And they have a big giant wall with a whole bunch of repeating packages of jerky. And you can buy jerky by the pound.
They have a lot of jerky, and they
There's
have
only
a
like
couple of
2
sugar-free
versions
ones.
that are 2 flavors that are sugar-free.
Yeah, well, that's ones we
Like the
bought.
Bohemian garlic
I think
and
there
I can't
might have
remember
been
what
3. There might have been like a spicy one with no sugar.
Else. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Angel says, cheers from Oregon.
Hey, Angel.
Amy says, Destin has to educate me on Buc-ee's. Gina is here. And we're doing great this terrific
Gina.
Tuesday. Gina received Black Friday purchase today. I love the Groovy Grapefruit and the Cherry Chill Salty. Interestingly enough, so I actually have cherry in here.
In his old
For
soda
the
bottle.
last week when we've been doing,
just uses the same
3
bottle.
weeks when we've been doing these live streams, I've had cherry chill in my. Of the
and
3,
not talking about it.
of the 3 new flavors, I thought I was going to like grapefruit the most,
best.
and I love it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I keep making the cherry chill. It's so good.
I cannot agree with you. I love the grapefruit so much.
Okay.
I drank all of it, and there is none in this house anymore. So I'm sorry about that. So this week I've been doing Coco Loco because it's what we have.
Okay.
Except for these 4 you were holding out.
Those are mine. Those belong on my nightstand so that I can
Did
make
you
some
guys know-
salty.
Did you know you're supposed to keep salty on your nightstand?
I do.
Chris has a 3D printed little thing that has his
An
like
organizer.
keys and wallet and salty.
Come at me, bro. Anyway, Carrie says he got an Amazon gift card and got a couple bags of salty. By the way, I don't know that they've sent them yet. We're going to have the new flavors of salty on Amazon eventually. For now, the
I'm
only
not
way to
sure
get
when
them
they're
is
gonna be there.
SALTT.com and Keto Chow.
Yep. Oh.
K-Bear says, can't wait to try the new flavors. We're
Yeah.
doing great, thank you.
And we miss you.
Mike is
it's so
here.
Nice to see you.
I think
Hi,
so. He
Mike.
got all of his Black Friday stuff today.
Yes, because he lives close to us.
Amy says, I'm scared to try the Keto Chow. I know it will lead to a new addiction, especially with ice cream.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about that. We are going to make Chris Cooking Nashville's, why can't I think of the word? Because I've never had it before.
Funnel cake.
I've never had funnel cake before.
We need to bring, oddly enough, we have none of the cake donut here.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
We need to bring some home so we can make some.
Stuff. Mm-hmm. We keep it there so people can buy it if we don't want to ever have to take it from there. But we want to make that because that sounds amazing.
Jenna wants to know, have we sold out of anything since Friday? No.
We're good.
We came into this with good supplies. Exposing Darkness says, I ordered enough for the 30% off. Awesome.
Yes.
And Dustin's been to 4 different Buc-ee's. I've been to
2. Or 3.
We've been to 3. Yeah.
All in Texas?
All
in Texas.
We got off a cruise a year ago, and we had 7 hours
you guys, this is so
to
funny.
kill
before we had to be at
our
the
flight.
airport.
So I rented a minivan using
with us?
the Hertz Rewards points
I think
that we had.
Holly and Steve and Sam was with us, right?
And I was all of our kids.
No,
Max,
half our
Ruth,
kids didn't go.
Kate didn't go, but I think Haley wasn't there.
Some of our kids were with us.
But
somehow.
Yeah, we rented a minivan, went to the Buc-ee's outside of Houston.
We drove 2 hours to go to Buc-ee's.
But we had 7 hours to kill.
And then drove 2 hours back to go to the airport.
And then they offered us quite a bit of money to bump our flight because they had overbooked it.
Oh.
And we ended up taking a long time to get home. And
you know what? That was dumb.
It was not worth.
It was not worth it because we all got separated and we did have the kids. And you know what happened on that flight? Kate threw up. Oh. So we were all separated, and then Sam was sick to his stomach. All of a sudden, he got car sick, motion sickness, and then Kate got motion sickness. So you traded Kate places, and then she threw up in my lap. That was that trip.
Did she get to use the emesis bag, or did it get all over you?
Oh, no, it was all over me.
Oh, I did not remember
There was not an emesis bag. Why would there be an emesis bag when you actually need one? They're only in everybody else's, not mine.
I'm sorry.
Or hers.
I forgot about that. Marie's shipping label was created today, and Bubble says, I must admit, I love Citrus Splash. So here's the thing.
Yeah, me too. Us too.
This is probably the first time we're publicly announcing it.
No,
the Citrus Splash we have it in stock. We have quite a lot of it, but we're not going to be ordering more of it. The lemon lime twist is the future. Because
the new hotness.
The flavor that was mixed up wasn't what we had specified. They mixed it up weird. And for people who really like that strong citrus flavor, Citrus Splash is great. But it doesn't sell very well. People don't tend to buy it a second time. So, anyway. So, for the future, Citrus Splash will be going away. Lemon lime will be replaced.
It's ending.
Chris says the funnel cakes were amazing with the new Keto Chow donut flavor. You guys nailed that one.
I can't wait.
Southern Keto's here. How's it going?
We've been watching your videos.
we have been watching your videos. Let's see. Keto Simple. Yeah, they're talking to Victor. Says,
and can we be like Chris and tell everybody to go check out his channel?
Yeah, go check out Southern Keto. That
was so nice.
I genuinely thought your apron with the Southern Keto big circle was pretty cool. But Melissa
Chris
says...
has an apron that says, I smoke things and I know things.
No, I says, I smoke so you don't have to.
Oh, sorry.
And it has a picture of a smoker.
Anything.
I have a shirt that says, I eat bacon and I know things. That's what I do.
Okay.
Anyway.
Something.
Melissa says, my order from last Wednesday arrived today.
Yay!
Nice. Serena says, thank you for confirming. There was real grapefruit in the new SALTT. So those of us on certain medications can avoid it.
Yep.
Yeah, better safe than sorry. Let's see. Chris says, my sister-in-law will be having my egg pudding as well as Keto Chow to get through dental surgery.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's hard.
That is super
We
hard.
have, our daughter is getting her wisdom teeth out this month.
Isn't
The
it?
day after Christmas.
Is it? Oh, it's after Christmas? Okay.
Yes.
Because she's coming home from school.
Oh, do you hear me? Is she... Storm Chasing Gal's asking what shoes I'm wearing. Do you want to see?
No.
I was wearing boots. I just took it off a second ago.
Evelyn says, I'm hoping the classic cake donut did well. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm excited. Probably making Chris Cooking Nashville's funnel cakes.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, we are doing the same thing. Okay.
Keto Simples, yeah. And I tried to hang out with Keto Chow from time to time. Oh my gosh. Donna is here.
Donna, hi.
Oh, and Stephanie says, turning ad block off cleared up my issue, not seeing past orders. Oh, that's interesting.
And that happens to us too because ad blockers block so many things, and I'm grateful for it, but it is kind of annoying.
Bubbles wants to know, any chance of getting a bubblegum salty?
Probably
I don't know.
That sounds gross.
I'm starting the process of getting new flavors of salty
trying gross
going.
flavors.
Yeah, of trying gross flavors.
Hey, look, Carp Spin.
See, Defenseman says, cherry salty is going to be freaking awesome in my 2025 beach volleyball season. Can't wait to utilize it. That is awesome. Makes this mystery
I want to play beach volleyball.
Carrie says, we need a peanut butter and grape salty.
Nah.
Oh,
Nah.
That actually just reminded me of something, and I'm glad it's back in my brain. Thank you, Carrie.
No.
No, not that. Something else. Anyway, Jesse says, I had the cherry chill today. It's my new favorite salty flavor.
I'm so glad you like it.
Deborah says, grapefruit rules. I ordered 3 more bags yesterday.
Rules.
Greetings from Naperville. All 3 of the new flavors are really good.
They're so good.
Okay, Mike wants to know, are there any new flavors coming out before the new year?
No, it's over.
Serena says, good evening, everyone. I may have to check with customer service tomorrow. I haven't received my first salty subscription that was sent 11/25.
Oh, okay.
And they'll take care. Yeah, like it already shipped and it just hasn't arrived yet.
Yep.
By the way, speaking of shipping issues, the U.S. Postal Service is no longer accepting shipments for Canada.
Which I'm really mad about.
Because of the Canadian postal strike. So we're trying to figure out if there are ways to enable other shipping methods like UPS or FedEx. I don't know if that's
we're looking into different options, but we're kind of bummed about that. Our friends in Canada.
Marie says cherry chill mixed with lemon lime twist is the bomb.
Yeah, that does sound good.
So, by the way, this is an empty Fuji Apple Clear American bottle. I just keep using it because it's here and I don't care. The way that I do it is I fill this up with, it's 33 ounces of water, so roughly 32, and I put 2 salties in it.
Yeah.
Because I like that dilution. That's 16 ounces each. For me, it's perfect.
You like that dilution? That's not diluted.
I like that.
That's
see, Chris Cooking Nashville, he does like one of them in like 64 ounces.
Yeah, and I'm similar. I think it's a 40-ounce Stanley, and I do 1 in it.
Okay, but you also have a lot of ice in there.
I know, and then the first few drinks are like...
Mimi says, I ordered the grapefruit salty. Was not sure about cherry. Usually not a fan of cherry. We'll try the lemon lime next time.
Yeah.
Reese is here, and Lady Fritz says, my grandma told me to watch out for fast boys. There you go.
Yeah.
Pam's here from Kansas.
Hey, Pam.
Let's see. Amy says the donut flavor is limited time. Correct.
Yes.
So starting in early 2023, we made a decision.
Done limits first.
Any new flavor of Keto Chow that comes out as a limited edition, meaning we're not sure if it's going to hang around.
Yep, and we let it test.
Now, when we first started doing that, we weren't ordering nearly enough of it. And so stuff was selling out too quickly.
In 1 second.
So we've since ordered more of stuff to try and get a better understanding of how it really sells. So it's not just selling out in one day. We like to do the limited editions so that they take several weeks to like a month or 2 to sell out. Is what we try to estimate, but we never get it right. Sometimes it goes longer, sometimes it goes faster. So, B-Dog says, my donut keto chow is scheduled to arrive tomorrow. Yes. I will be making donuts.
You know what? I just got rid of the donut mold. I was going to say, we have a donut mold.
Well, didn't you give it to Ruth, or did it go to Deseret Industries?
It went to the thrift store. Because we never use it. We actually did when we first got it. We made a ton of donuts because we have donut recipes on the site and they're good. And I'm sure they would be good with cake donut flavor.
Yep, we were microwaving them. Well, and Victor did a donut recipe.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Nice.
He even put, I think it was maple glaze on top.
How
It was
good is that?
pink frosting.
Oh,
It was,
pink.
Yeah.
My fave.
Chris says most of our living room came from Buc-ee's. Let's see, Sharon says we're getting a Buc-ee's in Goodyear, Arizona in 2025.
Oh my gosh, that's so close to us compared to Texas.
Donna says the bathrooms are so clean. So
Yeah,
I think it was
yeah.
Joe and Rachel did a video where they stopped at a Buc-ee's and the women's restroom line was like out the door. Which is crazy.
Surprising because usually it's a huge bathroom.
Yeah.
But everybody came at once, I guess.
I guess so. Let's see. Oh, Chris says Buc-ee's now also carries keto meal kits.
Oh my gosh, I did not know
Is it just meat and cheese?
They do. I think they have cheese curds, don't they?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe they don't.
Everybody does.
I get mixed up
likes
sometimes.
their pudding with the chunks of cake in it, but
Oh yeah, we
I don't
never
eat that.
tried it.
So
Because we've only been keto since we knew about Buc-ee's and went there once.
yep. Tracy's here.
Tracy, hi.
Let's see. Fasting in the middle of a forest for 40 days. This is Jerry here. Greetings, everyone. Today is day number 2 into my annual fast. 40 days.
Nice.
I need to say thank you, God, for Keto Chow electrolytes and fasting drops that will get me
Yes.
through. Nice.
Thanks for popping
Mike
in,
says
Jerry.
$30 a pound is not that expensive when you factor in the trimming and fat that drips off a
Yeah,
brisket as
yeah,
it cooks. That's
yeah.
true. Let's see. Oh, Carrie didn't buy them on Amazon. He just saw them. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Evelyn says you got to have the salty and the nightstand for those midnight cramps.
I know, right?
Look, when I woke up at like midnight and had to go to the bathroom, and I walked over, and I saw the clock, and I'm like, seriously?
It's not even after midnight.
It's like 12:30.
Could you
I
even
took a
make
big.
it that long?
I probably drank half of this.
And then wonder why I have to pee again?
No, then I went to sleep and didn't wake up until 5.
Oh, good.
It was great.
Yeah, it works pretty good.
Let's see. Exchange Student says I was watching Victor's Keto Chow Chex Mix recipe. Ooh.
I need that in my life.
Sarah G says that was fun. Cynthia says such a great sale for this past weekend. I had to move my subscription box to March, waiting for the first delivery Friday. Okay, Gina says, can you freeze salty to use in the Ninja Creamy?
You know,
I
haven't
know.
tried. I don't see why you couldn't.
I know that I've
The
tried
amount of salt to water
freeze,
ratio is not that high.
I've tried to freeze like a Zevia,
Yeah.
and it didn't work. Like I ended up getting the blade stuck halfway down, and I had to dig it out with a spoon.
Right.
It was not good.
Well, there's something about the Ninja Creamy is that, you know, it wants to have some dairy or something else in it that is softened.
Carnivore werewolf is here. Did you watch his?
It's in my queue. I was halfway
I got to
through
see
it.
you on it.
You did? You watched?
I watched the whole
Did
thing.
Did I sound dumb?
You sounded great.
Are you sure?
You messed up once, and you're like, It was pretty
I
funny.
thought he was going to edit it.
It turned out great.
Oh, how embarrassing.
My concern was actually because when he was recording me, there was a lot of noise going on.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you even going to be able to hear what I said? And you could. I was actually pretty impressed.
Yeah. Oh, dang it.
Chris Cooking Nashville and I were talking about it. And it's like, you know, the first videos that, when you're just getting into video editing, and it's really hard to do those first ones.
Yeah.
And so,
you
good job.
guys,
What?
I have grown so much in my keto journey with Keto Chow, and I just owe it all to Keto Chow. I can talk to a camera. I can smile on camera. It was like a year. We were doing videos for like a year with me in it, and I was so afraid every time. I'd be like, and then I would like...
Well, it's funny.
And just stare at you the whole time, and I didn't say a word.
Do you remember
Forever.
when it used to sound weird hearing your voice recorded?
Yeah, and with my face
gone.
backwards.
That's gone.
It was funny because I did a interview with Lipedema Simplified a little while ago, and it was so cute because Gail came on, the lady who's interviewing me, and she said, okay, what I want you to do is now I'll go right here to the settings and then turn your thing around
so that you
look like you normally see yourself. And I'm
in
like,
a mirror.
yeah. And I'm like, oh, I'm used to seeing myself on the camera. She's like, you are? Yeah. Yeah, I am. And I'm used to talking to a camera.
We've been doing this for like 6 years.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm so grateful for Keto Chow, because if it wasn't for us doing this, I wouldn't be as brave as I am. Right? I am not as afraid to talk to people in person. I am not as afraid to talk on camera. I also can talk louder and project. Not super all the time. Thank you. You're proud of me.
I am proud of you.
And like the whole scuba diving thing, I was so afraid. I told you guys for months, I had nightmares every night of drowning. Every night. And I tell him, we got to stop scuba. He's like, let's stop then. I'm like, no, I don't want to stop.
And then we went in the ocean and you got to see the fish.
I'm like, wow, there's fish down here. It was awesome.
Yep.
But I'm just so grateful.
Pam is here. Got 30% off Black Friday.
Yay!
Oh, got it today. And has been to 3 Buc-ee's locations.
Nice.
Jen says I placed my order during the Thursday night live stream. Hopefully we'll get it soon. Mike says when I was a kid, rode in the back of the station wagon. Yes.
Yes.
And he ride longer than 2 hours. Most of us got car sick. Yeah, facing backwards. Oh man.
yeah. We had that backward seat. And then my friends had a station wagon that had the seats that were facing each other. That was so cool. Mm-hmm. But you had to be really little, and I was never little. I have giant long legs. I mean, I was little, but compared to other people.
Okay, Jujubee wants a hot take on the Groovy Grapefruit. Is it like Elements Grapefruit, or does it lean closer to Fresca?
Oh.
Fresca has a really strong...
I don't think Fresca tastes like grapefruit.
I think the Groovy Grapefruit tastes more like the Canadian Fresca, though the flavor isn't quite as strong.
I bet people don't know what that tastes like. But
it was one of the highlights of our trip to Canada.
Every time I have a Fresca, I'm like, I want Canada Fresca back.
It's completely it's Canadian Fresca.
It's different.
Tastes like actual grapefruit juice.
I think but it's still not as strong as the grapefruit.
The Groovy Grapefruit.
The Groovy Grapefruit salty tastes like grapefruit. It has that like.
To me, it's a mild grapefruit, even though it's a.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a juicy grapefruit, but it's not a punch you in the face grapefruit.
Yeah, it's not like the bitter, gross kind, but it does definitely have the grapefruit flavor and not just
a little bit of the bitterness.
It's not like a overly sweet grapefruit.
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody's taste is different. Anyway, so
I think it's lovely.
K Bear likes your boots, and Cynthia's here from Florida. Supposing Darkness says, I start filling my cart, then remember to give credit to someone, and then my cart is empty. So frustrating.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's see. Southern says, I loved your shorts with the mystery flavor. Yeah. Well, and did you see?
That was so funny.
Did you see the pop-up video version?
It was a premiere. Did you know?
Yeah.
Oh, did you go in there?
No, I was in the middle of a meeting at the stupid time.
I also was in that same meeting.
The funny thing is, they actually missed, I think, 3 of the clues.
How did they do that?
They said something like, yeah, see you around, or something like that, and they missed, there were 2 or 3. And I actually commented on it too, and I'm like, wait, did they actually forget, or was this to drive engagement? Because nothing, Chris Cooking Nashville, Southern Keto, Dustin, you guys know that nothing drives comments like messing something up.
Oh man, you're right. You know that's right.
When you mess something up, people are like, well, actually. It's like, where's the button? There it is.
Actually.
Let's see. Sandra says, my order the post office lost was reshipped, arrived. Nice.
That's nice.
It arrived today.
I'm sorry it got lost. That stinks. I'm sure it's stressful for them.
Yep. Lynn says, my granddaughter is also having wisdom teeth removed this month. I will make her a keto chow. There you go.
Sad.
Lynn is here. Jennifer is starting a grassroots campaign for speculoos keto chow.
Oh.
I'm
didn't know what that is.
Familiar with that flavor, so I'd have to. Well, someone actually. So king cake. Someone wanted a king cake keto chow. Actually, sent us 2 king cakes.
2 king cakes.
And
so that we could see what it was.
And someone even found the baby Jesus.
Yeah, and I'd never even heard of a king cake before. And we also didn't eat it because we don't eat cake.
Deborah wants to know, news on peppermint. no news at all.
Sorry.
Unfortunately.
Deborah.
Jen says, I love the mystery flavor videos that have been running lately. Let's see.
You didn't say hi to Bob?
I have no idea whether peppermint is coming back or not. Okay, we weren't going to cover this because I didn't know if the email was going to go out in time. But we just sent out an email to subscribers of the My Chow kit, the surprise, saying that we are going to be discontinuing the recipe cards.
Yes.
So a lot of people are asking about that, so let's talk about it. We're discontinuing the recipe cards because we've been doing some research and asking people about the recipe cards. And we're including the recipe cards basically at no cost in the surprise kit. It's a benefit of getting it, but you're not being charged for them. The 20% off price doesn't include the recipe cards. And those recipe cards, frankly, are really expensive to put together.
Because a lot of people have to be involved in.
A lot of people. So the person who creates the recipe, the photography of the recipes, the graphic designer to lay them out, and we did a bunch of research and asked people about, how much they value them.
Yep.
And a lot of people enjoyed getting the recipe cards, but weren't necessarily using the recipe cards.
Just like me. I actually go to the computer and print it out.
Okay.
Because it takes too long to find it.
So, and most of the recipes that are in the recipe cards are on the website.
Yep.
So, and when you can just go there and get them for free. So, we decided that starting, this December, the Chow Club box, My Chow box that's going out this month is going to be the last one that has that. Starting next month, if you have a subscription to the recipes separately, or if you're getting the surprise box, it won't be included anymore.
Yep.
So there won't be a change in price either because it wasn't part of the price anyway. So there you go. So are you going to push that? It's a screaming goat. I got that for Christmas. Anyway.
Do it again.
Deborah says, UPS, I just shipped out jewelry to Canada yesterday. It was reasonably priced.
Nice.
Okay. The problem is we're shipping food, which is really weird. Sometimes
Food is weird.
Jen uses the clear American bottles filled with water as 2-pound weights.
Oh,
there you
nice.
go. Sharon says, the affiliate link I tried to use wasn't working. Can I call customer service so they can get credit for my order?
They can definitely help you walk through it. Yeah.
Reply to your email.
Oh, because then they'll be able to look right at your order.
Yes.
So yeah, reply to your emails fast. Calling is still good too.
Yeah. Mike says I use half a packet with 16 ounces of water.
Nice.
Supposing Darkness says everyone keeps saying salty is salty. Not for me. Yeah, for me either.
Yeah, it's sweet to me.
I might actually do. I have done it where I did a packet in 8 ounces, and it wasn't even bad.
Saltiness.
In fact,
yeah,
with the old packets, if I ever spilled it,
too many.
The flavor was too strong, or the saltiness was too strong. With these new ones, with the cherry chill, lemon lime twist, and groovy grapefruit, if I spill it, like on the side of the bottle, I totally lick it off. It's delicious.
It's your Pez. It's your Pez. What is the word?
Lick-a-stick?
No. The little sticks that are not lick-a-sticks.
Pixie sticks.
Pixie sticks.
Jesse says I like them in 16-ounce bottles, and I pour them over ice. I like my salty.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deborah says classic Cake Donut really smells like powdered donut. Yep.
Yeah.
Reese says I got an email saying you aren't going to make the recipe cards anymore. We just explained that.
Yep.
Defense says it's not really salty for me either.
Yeah.
But then again, I use half a grinder on steaks, so I'm not the best salt judge.
Right. I use way more salt. I always need more salt. I add salt to my salty.
Oh, Sabrina says it shipped on 11/26. Shows it's been received somewhere at a facility on 12 a.m. yesterday.
Nice.
Oh, so maybe I'll be patient and see if it comes in the next few days. Yay. Well, and we're just at the beginning of the season where the Postal Service
They kind of come to a halt because of Christmas.
Yep.
Which means we should probably get our Christmas shopping done.
Okay.
Since we just have birthdays done.
Crystal says, I must say, salty helped me out so much yesterday.
Yeah.
After weeks of eating turkey, somehow my potassium was off.
Isn't that
and
crazy?
I was getting leg spasms. Oh, man.
Aww.
At random times during the day, added salty, fixed it.
Yay.
Yeah, Donna says I live in Texas, and I don't get the big deal about Buc-ee's. Well, and a lot of it has to do with when you're traveling. For 100 miles, there will be
nothing.
billboards
Yeah. Oh yeah.
telling you
Buc-ee's is
96
coming out.
miles to Buc-ee's, 85 miles to Buc-ee's, 74 miles to Buc-ee's. It's like, oh my gosh. And one that says, too bad we can't order from Canada, postal strike. Oh, Chris
yeah,
says
Wanda's in Canada.
yeah. Chris says the keto meal kits at Buc-ee's are meats, cheese, salad, a few veggies, high-fat dressing, and a few almonds.
Heck yes, I
There you
love
go.
that.
That's not bad.
Wanda, will you drink a Canadian Fresca for me, please? Because they're delicious.
They are delicious. Crystal's catching up at 1.25 speed. Nice. And Visual Keo says Wendy and Harry's cake donut chaffles look delicious.
Oh, that sounds
that would
good.
be really good too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Mike went to an oyster bar today to celebrate. There you go.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
RW wants to know why salty cherry but not grape.
Because grape is gross.
I associate cherry flavor with medicine, like Miriam does grape, I guess.
Yeah,
and
I
that's,
agree.
So, and we've talked about this before. One of the reasons we were able to do a cherry flavor of salty is that, and not of keto chow, is if we try to do the tart, sour flavor in keto chow, it causes the protein to curdle into little chunks of like cottage cheese, and nobody likes that. Never gets old. But with salty, there's no potassium. There's no protein to curdle.
Yep.
And
So it can
with
have sour
that
stuff in it.
tart, sour flavor,
Yeah.
it helps the cherry not taste like cough syrup.
Yep. 'Cause
Now,
it's
as
the
far as grape,
tartness.
like we just released 3 new flavors. That was actually a big deal. Like getting those out the door, it takes a lot to get a flavor put together. So be on the lookout sometime in 2025 for the next time we release another flavor. Donna says they ordered cake donut. Hope it's delicious. I'm waiting for birthday cake to come back.
Yeah.
And Carnivore Werewolf said you did awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Amy says I just subscribed to Carnivore Werewolf. Thank you. My husband is also a truck driver. We love our truck drivers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do too.
Quick aside. Before movies
aside.
here in Utah,
Yeah.
they play there's an ad that was put together by like the ad council or something like that.
Yeah.
And it has these truck drivers with the truck driver hat doing stuff like waiting in line at the bank, and someone walks up, smiles at them, and cuts in front of them.
At the
And then
bank.
they're going towards the soda machine, and someone walks up, smiles at them, cuts in front of them, and gets soda. And then it shows someone cutting in front of a truck driver
Yes, I know that.
and waving at them. The point of it is, don't cut in front of truck drivers.
Yeah.
If you can't see them in your rearview mirror, their eyes, you're
Yeah.
too close.
Yeah, it was interesting because we were driving our daughters to college this fall in September, and it's the first time that Ruth has driven a long time on the freeway.
On the freeway at 75, 80 miles an hour.
Yeah, and so I was in there, and I was like, okay, you know, you need a bigger following distance because you're going faster, and so we're just kind of walking through. She is a great driver, so she picked up on everything super
Also,
great.
take 10 seconds to change lanes.
So before you get in front of a truck driver, go way farther than you think you need to go, and then get over.
And keep your foot on the gas.
It was so funny though, because Chris was in another car with my other daughter Audrey, and they were dying, and they're texting me, "Tell her not to do that." I'm like, everything is fine. I'm taking the backseating driving, and I'm just. You're doing a great job.
Deborah made the cranberry jalapeno dip for Thanksgiving.
Oh, yay.
And Cynthia says, thank you. I love that for you, Miriam.
Yay.
Let's see. Carnivore Werewolf said, I'd love for you two to be in the sequel. Better camera equipment.
Hey.
And plan on no noise filming in person.
All right. It's all good. We're all learning, right?
Let's see. Marie says, it's more like Fresca. It's not pink or ruby red grapefruit.
Yeah.
It's more like a standard yellow grapefruit with salt. Okay. Let's see. Cynthia says, I'm so excited. Even more now
so
that you describe
excited.
grapefruit. I've always salted my
just can't
grapefruit
hide it.
while everyone else put sugar on it. Really? Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Even
Well,
when
and
I was young.
I remember I couldn't handle the bitterness of it without sugar. when I was young. But as I got older into teenage years, I started using less and less sugar. But I think that's just, I was getting better at it. But.
Yeah. Southern Keto says, throw some loud music in there and it'll be your biggest video ever, right? Jennifer says, order speculoos cookies from Chalk Zero. Be sold on the flavor. Interesting.
Oh, okay.
Southern Keto says, Chris, why do you have a check mark besides your name? Is that some fancy thing I need to know about? Oh, when you hit 100K, you get your channel verified and you get a check mark.
We are not there.
We're not. Chris Cooking
is
Natural
the coolest.
He's so cool. Let's see. Marie says, David Holly wanted a recipe for keto chow king cake years ago.
Oh,
he may have been the one.
Is that?
I don't think it was him. It was someone else I'd never.
Because I remember him.
It was actually somebody on Reddit. Supposing Darkness says, I've ordered many of the recipe cards.
Yes, I have all of them.
Jesse's still holding a candle for butter rum.
Oh, that sounds good.
Supposing Darkness says, can you still order the older recipes?
Yes, we'll have them until they're out of stock. So we may even have some into January or even later, and we'll just keep selling them until they're gone. So.
Amy has a screaming goat on her desk at work. One of our employees has one too. Yep, pixie sticks. Diane says that T-shirt, Bucky Nuggets flavored keto chow. There you go. Jen says, does putting salty in a caffeinated beverage negate the diuretic effect of the caffeine? So a bunch of people answered that question in the Facebook support group.
Okay.
A lot of people were talking about that. Generally speaking, the amount of liquid, I don't have any hard data.
Right.
So I'll defer to the answers that were on there.
Yeah. I would say probably not.
Yep. Lynn
but
says,
also, I don't know.
Yeah, we also had something called Lickamade, or Lycamade,
oh,
remember that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Those were good. Now you kind of want to lick your finger and stick it in there.
Yeah.
Marie wants a grape salty flavor as well. Meg just got home from Ward Christmas party.
Oh, how fun!
Sliced ham and smoked turkey.
We're
actually doing breakfast.
Yeah.
A neighborhood Christmas party that's breakfast.
It's supposed to be this Saturday, but it got changed to the 21st.
Yeah. So instead, we might drive to Las Vegas.
We are driving to Las Vegas.
And help Miriam's dad move. Let's see. Defense says red licorice keto chow is close enough to cherry. So red licorice flavor is actually supposed to be
strawberry,
raspberry flavored.
Raspberry.
Now that's the.
It has its own flavor.
The red vines is supposed to be red raspberry. Twizzlers is supposed to be cherry flavor. So different red.
Is that why
licorice.
red vines are yummier than Twizzlers?
I prefer the Twizzlers, but not like I've had them anytime soon. Cynthia wants a pineapple salty.
Oh, that sounds good.
Deborah says, I'm sending salty to my son stationed in Japan.
Oh, yay.
He will love them. And thank you for shipping to APO AE addresses. Well, it's funny because it's not hard to do that.
It's the same price.
You just have to ship priority mail.
Yeah, super easy.
Yeah.
Just got to put the address in there.
They don't even charge extra. It's just regular. It's like shipping to Maine or Florida or Alaska.
Yeah.
It's just...
Yeah, same. Oh, Wanda said she'll drink a Fresca for me. Thank you.
Gina says, I realize cherry chilies taste like cherry Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Mike says, I'm saving all my Black Friday points for the next new flavor. There you go. It'll be a while, just so you know. Sharon lived in New Orleans and had king cake. Your birthday cake might come close. Oh.
Okay.
Maria says, cherry chili reminds me of the cherry in fruit punch drinks. Hawaiian punch, Shasta Tiki punch.
Kind of. Yeah. It's not as sweet as those, though, I think.
Mike says, don't pass people, then slow down in front of them. Yeah, right?
Right.
Marie always salts grapefruit. There you go. Mike says, I use Keto Chow drop biscuits recipe as a base.
Yes.
Use the pumpkin caramel spice Keto Chow. And added more almond flour, half cup of pumpkin and the pie spice. Oh, interesting. Mike says, my wife salted grapefruit and I sugared mine.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah, and fasting. Anyway, Wendy and Harry's channel is called Loving It on Keto. There
yes.
This is the Screaming Goat. Jesse wants to know where you can get the Screaming Goat. Probably on Amazon. I don't know where they got it from.
Came from. Do you want to hear it again?
I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
It's Chris's screaming goat.
It is. Uncle Big Guy is here, just getting home. RW says in South Dakota there's all those kinds of mileage signs for wall drug.
Right. Right.
When I was 14,
Yes.
my dad and I went on a trip to Sioux City,
City?
South Dakota, because
What
there's
Sioux City, Iowa?
no, there's a NASA archive in Sioux City. And so we drove there from Utah. We went through all of Wyoming.
Wow, you drove? That's far.
We went to Devil's Tower.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Mount Rushmore. I got to ride in one of them fancy helicopters for the first time.
Yeah, because he's a photographer. So
My dad's a photographer.
Chris was along for the ride.
Yeah, I was a warm body to help hold things. Well, and aside, my first ride in a helicopter,
Have you had
The
more than
pilot.
one ride in a helicopter?
that might be the only ride. The pilot, no, I have ridden in one since then, and it was a similar experience. The pilot was a Vietnam veteran. And Vietnam veterans fly different.
They're not afraid of anything.
No, because they're used to doing like combat insertions. So my dad, of course, as a photographer, had the doors off the helicopter.
And he's like,
and he's strapped in and he's got a cable in it. And I'm like, oh. And
I'd be terrified.
the pilot, we're flying over Mount Rushmore, and then we flew over the Badlands. The pilot's like,
you want to
hey,
go upside down?
no, he's like, hey, you guys want to do something fun? I'm like, my dad's like, yeah, absolutely. He's like, okay, watch this. He tips sideways. We've lost aerodynamic authority, and the helicopter slips downward. Like, just whoop, boom. And it was crazy. It was
No, thank you. No,
wow,
thank you.
completely weightless. I had a similar experience when we went to the Grand Canyon,
Oh.
and they were flying people in and
Yeah.
out of the canyon, and he did the same sideways maneuver straight
He
down.
was a vet then too, huh?
I don't know. Anyway, but yes, wall drug for hundreds of miles. You're like, wall drug. And of course, we're talking like 1991. And we get to wall drug and we're like,
This is not great.
this is what you were
Whereas
advertising for the
Buc-ee's-
last 1,000 miles?
I just, even though everybody talked about it, it did exceed my expectations. I did not expect it to be the size of like a super Walmart. I thought it was going to still be a gas station.
Oh, Lynn says the 21st is our 50th wedding anniversary.
Oh, happy
On the winter
anniversary.
solstice? That's amazing.
Yeah, we have 2 babies born that day.
Deborah says we need a blackberry cobbler.
Ooh, that
keto chow
sounds good.
flavor.
Hey, if you want blackberry cobbler, I want you to go on the site and I want you to make the blueberry snickerdoodle cobbler recipe. It is so
Yep.
good.
Visual Keto says Alton Brown and his wife had the screaming goat. GGB points out, yeah, APO, you ship to the military and they take it from there.
Yes.
There's no reason any company shouldn't be able to do that,
Yeah.
but many don't.
It's so
Risa
dumb.
says, you can bet Wendy will make the chaffles with the classic cake donut. Cindy DeMarsh
Yes.
made cake with it and a trifle.
Ooh.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be
Let's
really
do a
good.
trifle.
Let's see. Ludens, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Donna wants peppermint back. So do I, and I
know.
haven't heard anything
I know.
yet.
I'm sorry. We're working on it.
Oh, Sioux Falls. That's right, Sioux Falls. Jennifer says in Indiana there
So
are
I
many
was right,
signs.
Sioux City, Iowa. Iowa.
There are many signs that are leading up to Uranus fudge. Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's see. Wooly says late getting here, but we need butterscotch back.
I know.
Forget the donut stuff. Cindy says today I made chaffles using boursin as the fat.
Oh,
and
cool.
baked potato keto chow. Wow.
Oh, Cindy's right here.
Yeah, Cindy's right there.
Cindy, I want to buy some stuff from you. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. I think most of that stuff we've covered. Pearl,
Okay.
notice that if you use really hot water to mix up keto chow, it will make the protein clump up.
Oh, yeah. Don't use too hot of water.
So we recommend under 110 degrees Fahrenheit, which
Which is still pretty
also
hot.
helps preserve the vitamins.
Yeah. And it's only like like hot coffee hot. So if you just do, you can still get it pretty warm, but just don't make it too hot so it doesn't clump.
And it's the same clumping action, we talked about this earlier, that prevents us from doing a good sour cherry keto chow. Yeah. For some reason, people don't like chunky keto chow. I'm not sure why.
Weird. I don't even like hearing you say that.
Okay. And last, can you make keto chow using only almond milk?
Okay. Well, technically, yes, you can make keto chow with only whatever you want.
You can make it with water if you wanted to.
We recommend that you put in at least 10 grams of fat because the vitamins are fat soluble. And so if you have fat with it, which you can eat fat with it.
You could totally...
And just do almond milk.
Yeah.
That's fine too. You're going to be able to absorb the vitamins better. If you're eating other food, it's probably fine because you're going to have fat with your other food. But if you're doing like PSMF and being really careful, I would still try to have 10 grams of fat in your keto chow if you can.
Yeah. Now, I would recommend caution with just using almond milk because it's not a good source of fat. It's you need, like for keto chow, the point, now different people use it in different ways, and ultimately it's just food. But if you're doing, if you're mixing up a keto chow and you're not putting in a sufficient amount of fat for it to be a full meal, it won't be a full meal. So you need to be, we recommend a bit of caution. Everybody likes Kate's cool shirt.
You smell nice. Thanks. I wear deodorant. She wears deodorant.
Well, somebody needs to. Anyway, so we recommend caution with doing a low-fat mix of keto chow. You totally can, but almond milk is not a good source of fat. What a lot of people will be like, well, if I use almond milk, then it's fewer calories. You can also just use very little heavy cream, or very little butter, or very little avocado oil. Kate made some chocolate. Was it chocolate that you made, or was it chocolate peanut butter? Chocolate peanut butter with avocado oil.
That was why it was dark.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. Yeah, if you're trying to have fewer calories, you can totally do that with almond milk, but you can also, again, do it with less heavy cream, or less avocado oil, or less butter. Yep. Or in other words, to think about it is, you can use, instead of using a lot, you can use a very little. Don't use 6 times as much of almond milk. Use the appropriate amount of stuff. What's up, Kate?
I just wanted to tell you I got back.
Hi, back.
The guy wasn't there.
Aww.
But he texted me beforehand letting me know.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You want to say it into the microphone so everybody can hear you?
No? Okay.
Oh, we can come. We can come get you after.
Also, I won a game.
You won a game?
I can tell you the rest of the story later.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Cindy is doing earrings.
Yeah,
and
so she
messaged
posted on her thing. I have more than I want, like half of what you made. Like,
half of what you made is terrible. She only wants the other half.
No, I want, like, she put all these pictures, and what I did is I screen captured it, but I haven't taken the time to go and circle all the ones I want you to give me.
Okay, Cindy also says my husband makes coasters and cutting boards.
Nice.
On a laser printer. You mean laser engraver? I'm guessing that's actually the case.
He just prints it out on a piece of paper and then just stacks them together and pastes them.
Yeah, lots of Sioux Cities. Wow, K-Bear. Mike says I mixed vanilla keto chow with cherry salty. Oh, that would be amazing.
K-Bear Fuzzy Ears drives trucks.
Oh, okay.
So they know
That
where
makes
all
sense,
the Sioux cities are.
Anyway, Mike mixed keto chow with vanilla keto chow with cherry salty.
Yes.
It was too sweet and salty, but not chunky. I used avocado oil. See, that actually sounds really good
But you know what?
I like it salty.
And there's a difference between making it and eating it right away and making it last. So you could get away with having the tartness, but you probably couldn't have it over a period of time.
Kathy says, I got my new Keto Chow and grapefruit salty. It's so good.
Yeah. I'm so happy.
No, laser printer. Okay. Cindy said no. All right. Well, Miriam, was there anything else you wanted to talk about tonight?
No.
And
It
Kathy
was
says,
somebody's
"The smell of
birthday, but I
grapefruit
didn't
salty
see
is
them
really
on
good."
here.
Okay.
I don't
I'm sure it
remember
was
who
somebody's birthday.
It was. I want to not say happy birthday.
We got 3 more days before everybody's birthday.
Everybody's birthday.
It's Joe's birthday. It's Max's birthday.
Should we sing
it's
to
Ruth's
Joe
birthday.
and then send him a clip?
No, we're gonna call him
We'll call him.
when it's early here and super late there, so we can wake him up.
Oh, okay.
Laser engraver. I'm right. Okay. Well, we're gonna go. Everybody, you have a fantastic night, and we will catch you next Tuesday.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay. Bye.